Welcome to 3-2 Wonder. I'm Dr. Jeff, and this is a kangaroo. They hop around in Australia, and they have a pouch to keep their babies safe. Today we'll learn that living things can help their babies survive. Let's explore. Today, we'll learn that living things have offspring.
Parents can help their offspring survive. And young animals have certain behaviors to communicate their needs.
3, 2, Wonder! Yeah! 3, 2, Wonder! Hey! Let's go! 3, 2, Wonder!
Today, we're on a field trip. We're visiting the Wildlife Learning Center located in Sylmar, California. They provide care to more than 100 rescued and abandoned animals. This is my friend Danielle, and she helps take care of all the amazing animals here. Today, she'll show us different animals that help their babies survive. The babies of animals are called offspring.
Why do offspring need help surviving?
Most babies need time to grow, to get stronger, and to learn their environment. So parents help them out until they're strong enough to be on their own.
Do all animals get help from their parents?
Not all of them. For example, when sea turtle babies hatch, they can crawl and swim right into the ocean without any help from their parents. Now let's meet some animals that help their offspring survive.
Whoa, that is so beautiful. What kind of bird is this?
This is a Eurasian tawny owl.
Do owls lay eggs?
They do. They typically have 1 or 2 eggs per clutch.
What do the babies eat?
When they are babies, their parents take really good care of them. Mom and dad will go out and hunt, and they will actually bring back the food, swallow it, and then throw it up into the babies' mouths.
How do the babies tell their parents they're hungry?
So these guys, when they're babies, they will make chirping noises, and that is how mom knows when they're hungry or if they need something. They can also hoot as a way to communicate with each other.
So when the baby owls chirp, then the mom owl knows they need some food.
Exactly. Just like us, when we want something from mom or dad, we make some noise. Same thing with these guys.
How long do they live with their parents?
They live with their parents for the first few months until they can fly on their own and fly it well enough to hunt their own food.
What types of things do they learn from their parents?
They will learn to hunt from their parents, and they will learn how to fly from their parents.
Now let's look at the skink.
What kind of lizard is that?
This is a prehensile-tailed skink. I am wearing a glove because these guys have very sharp nails.
Do skinks lay eggs?
Skinks do not lay eggs. They give live birth to their babies. And their babies are about 1/3 the size of them when they're born.
What do the babies eat?
One really important thing that they eat, it's kind of gross, but they will eat mom and dad's poop.
So the mom and dad feed the babies poop,
Exactly.
and that helps them survive?
It does. So even though that sounds really gross, these guys get a lot of gut bacteria or things that they need to help them digest their food. And so they get that all from mom and dad's poop. So even though it's gross to us, it's really important for their babies.
So the skink helps its baby survive by feeding it interesting food. Now let's look at the alligator.
This is an American alligator.
Do alligators lay eggs?
Yeah, they do lay eggs, and their moms will actually protect them for quite a while. And if anything gets near that nest, mom is gonna come running over to protect her eggs. Now, once they hatch out, these guys are really little, so mom will actually take really good care of them until they're big enough to be on their own. So if they feel like they're in trouble, they're gonna make a little noise. A mama alligator is going to open up her mouth and wait for her babies to hop inside until it is safe.
So an alligator carries its babies in its mouth?
Exactly.
What kind of food would an alligator bring its babies?
So they are meat eaters or carnivores. Mom, since she is an excellent hunter, she's gonna find food and bring it back to them.
So once the alligators are big enough, they'll go off on their own?
Exactly. Once they're big enough and able to protect themselves, they are on their own.
Thanks, Danielle, for showing us these animals, and to all the people at the Wildlife Learning Center. Now let's go to Animal Tracks to meet a kangaroo. Hey, Megan, tell us about this kangaroo.
Bella is a kangaroo. She is the largest kind of kangaroo that lives in Australia.
Tell us about the pouch.
The pouch is super warm and fuzzy. That is where the babies are going to do all of their growing. All female kangaroos do have them. It is part of being a marsupial. A marsupial is an animal with a pouch.
What do baby kangaroos eat?
Baby kangaroos, while they're in mom's pouch, are going to be drinking milk just like baby humans do. Once they get bigger, that's when they'll start eating vegetables.
How do the adults feed their offspring?
They feed their offspring with their nipples inside of the pouch. So she has 2 of them, and they can actually have 2 different milk sources, 2 different types of milk, based on what that baby needs.
How long before the babies can go off on their own?
It actually takes a whole year before baby is good to go on his own. So he'll hang out with his mom and get a lot of his food from her.
What types of things do they learn from their parents?
Kangaroos are going to learn where water is. They're going to learn where to find food. They're also going to learn what other animals might want to eat them. So what's a threat to them?
Thank you, Megan, for showing us a kangaroo. So, what did we learn today?
That all animals have offspring, and some animals will help them survive.
Excellent. Now it's time to go back to the lab for some DIY.
Today, we're going to make a duck collar to simulate the sound of a baby duck. You're going to need colored paper, colored markers, scissors, pencils, and tape. Start by folding the paper in half like this. Cut on the fold. Then make a small fold on the edge of the paper and draw a line along the fold. Add 2 lines next to each other like this. Then cut it out. Use your pencil to mark an area you're going to decorate. Now, have fun decorating your area any way you want. Next, flip it over and use a pencil to roll up the paper. Tape it to make a tube with a small flap on the end. Fold over the flap so it almost touches the tube. Gently breathe in to make the sound of a baby duck. Lots of baby animals make sounds to tell their parents they need food and water. Birds chirp, kittens meow, puppies yelp, and humans cry. Try it yourself.
Young animals have certain behaviors to communicate with their mothers and fathers. They let them know just what they need by making sounds like cheeping or crying. Living things have offspring. Their parents can help them to survive. Living things have offspring. They have certain behaviors to communicate their needs. If a baby bird goes chirp, 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 the parent bird might feed them a worm. Living things have offspring. Their parents can help them to survive. Living things have offspring. They have certain behaviors to communicate their needs.
Now, let's review. Today, we learned that living things have offspring.
Parents can help their offspring survive. And young animals have certain behaviors to communicate their needs.
And now you know. Until next time, I'm Dr. Jeff.
I'm Elijah. I'm Olivia.
And remember, always question, always wonder.